Hello, I'm Kindson, the Tech Pro, and today's class is going to be Introduction to Microsoft Excel Pivot Tables. If we are able to beat our time, it's going to be 10 minutes in duration and it's going to be very easy. Well, I'm not going to spend time giving so much definition, but just know that pivot table is used to summarize data in Microsoft Excel. So what you are seeing on the screen is vehicle maintenance table. So you have a data like this. It makes not much sense, but we have to summarize this data. So we are going to do this together. Pause this video, open Microsoft Excel, and possibly build this table. I've put this table in a link in the description below, so just click on it and you'll get this table exactly. Another thing that you need to do, if you've not done so, please subscribe to my channel right now for updated videos on different topics in Excel, MS SQL, and so on. I would like to thank you very much if you're already a subscriber. Alright, so let's go ahead to work together in this demonstration. We are going to be working out of the script here. This script, I also put it in the description box below in the link there, so just click and you have this checklist. So we are going to be building based on this checklist. One thing I want to tell you about pivot tables is that you need to plan the pivot table first before you start building it. So if you don't plan before you start building, you are going to have problems. You need to decide what results do you want to see, what information do you need, and then what calculation methods will you use. Is it sum, is it average, and so on and so forth. So follow along in this presentation as we do it together. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to create a table that compares average maintenance costs for each department by type of vehicle. Actually is actually a model or make for each by make. So go ahead to change all of these to make, not type of vehicle. Alright, so having done this, let's take the first one. The first thing you are going to do is go ahead to click on insert in the ribbon. The first item there is pivot table. Click on the drop down and choose pivot table. So make sure you select all your data. As you can see, you select all your data. Alright, so it's going to insert the pivot table in a new worksheet. So I'll go ahead to click on OK. If it's in existing, it's better you change it to new worksheet. So click on OK. So this is what you see. There is nothing too difficult here, so let's just go ahead to work based on our checklist. The first thing you want to do is, it says what result do I want to see. The first one is overall average maintenance costs for each make. Overall cost for each make. So let me change it to each make. So what we are going to do is we need the overall maintenance costs for each make. So what you are going to do is, here you have report filter, don't worry about that. Here you have row label, so you want each of the make and you want the maintenance cost, meaning that the make will be arranged along the row. So just click on make, so check it, the checkbox here on it. So you have the row labels is the make, so this is the make have been aligned here. But what we are saying is that we need average maintenance cost for each make. So the next thing we are going to do is under values. What values do we want? We want the average. So simply drag maintenance cost to that position. So what we have here is the sum and not the average. Sorry, let me change the format of this to number, and I want to use this. Okay, so what we have is sum. Under values you have sum, so let's just go ahead to change it to average. Click on it and click on value field settings and choose average. So we have average maintenance cost for each make. So you can go ahead to label this make, or you can just leave it, you can give it a label make. So we are done with the first one, so let's enter done. We are done with this one. I hope this is very clear. So we need average department maintenance cost for each make. This time we don't just need the maintenance cost for the make, but we need maintenance cost by department. So this one is very simple, so just go ahead to check department. So let's check again. We have average department maintenance cost for each make. So we have maintenance cost for each make, and then we have department maintenance cost for each make. Okay, so for each make, for Ford we have dining services, department dining services, telecommunication, and we have the average. So how easy this is, so you can go ahead to collapse them. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is to check off that we've done this. The next one is overall average maintenance cost for each department. This time we don't need the make, we need just for the department. So here we need just for the department. You go ahead to remove the make. If you remove the make, you get the average maintenance cost for the department, and that is just pretty fine, as you can see there. So we are done with this. I want you to follow along, and after I'll tell you how to build the complete table. The next one is overall average maintenance cost for each make. Have we done this? Overall average maintenance cost for each make. I think that should be for each vehicle type. For each vehicle type. Okay, for each vehicle type. Okay, so what we are going to do is simply to go back to our pivot table. We need overall maintenance cost for each vehicle type, and simply remove the department and select vehicle type. So we have the types of the vehicle, and we have the average maintenance cost. Alright, so we are done with this. I hope it's very clear. So now let's go and build the table. So we are given a structure on how the table is going to look like. For now, we just understood how to get the results we want. Now we are going to build the table, and now the first item is the table row will show the data for each department. The table row will show the data for each department. So just remove vehicle type and just click department. So the table row will show the data for each department, and that we've done. So the table row shows the data for each department. So let's check that we've done this. That is fine. Then the table column will show the data for each make. The table column will show the data for each make. Now pay attention to this. We need to fill in the column labels section. So the table columns will show the data for each make. So drag the make to the column labels, and that is so fine. So now we have Ford, we have Mack, we have MD, we have Peugeot, we have Sienna, we have Toyota, we have the grand total of everything. So what does it mean? The table column shows the data for each make. So for athletics department, they did not spend any money on Ford, they did not spend any money maintaining Mack, but the athletics department spent in maintaining MD, they spend money on maintaining Peugeot, Sienna and Toyota. Dining services spend money on maintaining Ford, not in Mack and MD, and so on and so forth. I hope this is very clear. Alright, so we are done with this. The table will summarize annual maintenance cost. So we need to summarize annual maintenance cost or the yearly maintenance cost. So we have the years here, we have all the years listed here, and we need maintenance costs for each year. So what we are going to do now is to simply click on the year, and now it gets into the wrong place. So uncheck, you click on it, it goes to place the values in columns. That is not what we want. So just drag it, drag the year and drop here. Alright, let's see if we are getting it. We need summary of annual maintenance cost. Okay, so summary of annual maintenance costs, but here we have summary of department maintenance costs, as you can see, but we want it to be annual maintenance costs. So we can also have department maintenance costs under the annual maintenance costs, but what we want, the prime thing or the primary objective or data we need is the annual maintenance cost. So under the row label, you simply move the year above the department or move the department below the year. If we do that, then we have the annual maintenance cost for each year. Okay, so if you have gotten your table like this, then most likely you are on track with pivot tables. Let's see where we are. The table will summarize annual maintenance costs, and that we have done. What calculation method will I use? The annual maintenance cost will be averaged. So we have average annual maintenance cost summarized as total. So this is total average maintenance costs for each year. So I hope this has been clear. Let me just teach you one more thing. So here we have annual maintenance costs by department and also by make, because we have the make to be in the columns here. If we want to filter based on vehicle type, you now use splice. So to get it, you have to go to insert splice or insert splicer. So go ahead to click on insert splicer and then choose what you want. I need vehicle type at this time, and then I say okay. So for each of the vehicle types, I can easily click to filter based on that vehicle type. So for now, I have for all the types of vehicle, we have the data here, but if I click on pickup, you have what we have has been filtered to be only for pickup. So that is how pivot tables work. One thing you may do, also just drag the vehicle type down under department, and now we filtered by pickup, meaning that if we drop down, we see only pickup, as you can see. So if we choose sedan, you also see only sedan there. Alright, so take note of what we have done here. We can just remove this. We have year and department. So just play around with all of this, and I'm sure it's going to be very easy for you. My name remains Kindson the Tech Pro. I'm there for you every time for your needs in learning, application development, scripting, Microsoft Excel, databases. Just leave a comment below. Tell me what you want me to make a presentation on. Like this video if it's been informative for you, and please, if you've not subscribed, click on that subscribe button so that you will get updated videos every time it comes out. I would like to thank you very much for viewing.